We've all done it. You scroll through social media, you see someone your age traveling the world, building a company, buying their dream house, and suddenly your own life starts to feel like it's standing still. It happens so fast. One moment you're proud of your progress, and the next you're wondering if you're already too late. Especially when you're building something online, a channel, a business, a dream. It's almost impossible not to compare. But here's the problem. We never compare fairly. We look at someone else highlight reels and put it next to your behind the scenes. We compare your starting line to someone else's finish line and then wonder why we feel like we are losing. That's why I wanted to make this video, because comparison doesn't push us forward, it slows us down. And if you're trying to build something of your own, it might be the one thing quietly holding your back. And by the way, if you like how this video looks, the pacing, the structure, the way it's all put together, that's exactly what I help others create too. If you're building your own YouTube channel, course, or brand story and want it to look and feel professional, reach out. I've left a link in the description where you can check out my services and see how we can build something powerful together. Now, let's be honest, I've fallen into this trap myself more times than I can count. I've looked at other creators, at channels that took off faster, at people who seemed to have anything figured out while I was still trying to find my direction. But what I've learned is that no two journeys are the same. We all start from different places, different family situation, different resources, different physical and mental limits. And when we forget that, we start measuring ourselves by someone else's progress instead of your own. And that never leads anywhere good. Comparison doesn't motivate, it drains you. It turns someone else's success into your frustration. And that's not how growth works. The biggest trap we fall into is comparing our beginning to someone else's peak. We see people like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk and think, they made it, they changed the world. What am I even doing? But what we forget is that we are comparing your day one to their year 20. We see the highlight reel, the companies, the awards, the interviews, but not the part where broke, uncertain, and just trying to make something work. Steve Jobs didn't start by running Apple. He started in a garage with almost no money. Just an idea and the belief that it could work. Elon Musk didn't start by launching rockets. He started by building a small online directory that barely got noticed at first. Every success story has a long, messy, and invisible chapter before the breakthrough. The part no one talks about because it's not glamorous. And that's where most of us are right now, in the unseen part of our story, the part where we're putting in the work that no one claps for yet. So when we compare ourselves to people who are years or even decades ahead, it's not a fair comparison. It's like judging a seed for not being a tree yet. Success isn't an instant result. It's a process, a slow one, but one that's worth living through, because that's where the real growth happens. The real danger of comparison isn't just frustration, it's what it does to your mindset. When you constantly look up to others, you start to put yourself down without even realizing it. You begin to see their success as the standard and your own progress as something less. It's subtle, but it's powerful. The more we idealize someone else's life, the smaller yours starts to feel. You stop celebrating your small wins because they don't seem to matter compared to theirs. And slowly, your motivation fades. You start thinking, what's the point? I'll never get there anyway. That's how comparison steals our focus. Instead of building your own path, you start analyzing someone else's, what they're doing, what they're posting, how fast they're growing, until you're living more in their story than in your own. And here is the truth. The moment your attention shifts from your progress to their pace, you lose control over your own journey. You can't move forward while staring sideways. Every time you compare, you trade creativity for insecurity, and that's a terrible deal. There's one kind of comparison that actually helps you grow, and that's comparing yourself to who you were before, not to the person next to you, not to the ones on your feed, just you. Look at where you were a year ago, a month ago, even just last week. Are you thinking clearer now? Do you handle challenges better? Are you showing up more consistently than before? Those are the signs of real progress, the kind that doesn't always look flashy, but changes everything underneath. When you measure against your past self, something powerful happens. Instead of feeling behind, you start seeing proof that you're actually moving forward. You start realizing that yes, you are growing, just maybe not at the speed you expected. And that shift brings you confidence back. It gives you control again. Because now your journey isn't defined by anyone else's timeline, it's built entirely on your own. You stop chasing other people's milestones and start recognizing your own. And when that happens, the comparison that once held you back becomes the motivation that pushes you forward. And if you like how these videos are put together, the structure, visuals, and the story, I can help you build something similar for your own brand or channel. The links in the description if you are ready to start. Now, here is the thing. We can look at others, but not to compare, to learn. There's a huge difference between comparison and inspiration. Comparison says, they're ahead, I am behind. Inspiration says, they did it, maybe I can too. It's okay to study other people's success, that take notes from how they work, how they think, how they build their systems. But the key is this: keep your direction your own. Don't try to walk their path. Just use what's useful for yours. Learn the principles, not the personality. Apply what fits your vision, not someone else's. When you do that, inspiration becomes a tool, not a trap. It fuels your growth instead of feeding your doubts. And that's how you stay grounded, learning from others while still building something that's entirely yours. I used to look at others and feel like I was constantly behind. Every time someone posted a win, I felt smaller. Every time someone reached a milestone, I wondered why I wasn't there yet. But lately, I've started doing something different. Now, when I look back, even just 1 month, I can see small changes. The way I think, the way I handle pressure, the systems I've started to build, the consistency I've developed. And that's enough proof for me that I'm moving forward. Because progress doesn't always scream. Sometimes it's quiet, hidden in the small decisions you make every day, the habits you keep, the effort no one sees. That's also what this channel is about. Not fast success, not overnight results, but the real process of building with all the ups and downs, doubts and breakthroughs along the way. I don't want to just talk about growth. I want to show it step by step, video by video, the real journey of what it takes to build something from nothing. If you're on your own path too, stop comparing. Don't waste time looking at where others are. Focus on building your version of freedom, one step at a time. Because the truth is, no one else has your story, your background, or your pace. And that's what makes your journey unique. And if you want to see where this mindset really began for me, go watch the video I am still broke, but here is my plan to fix it. That's the moment I stopped wishing things were easier and started learning how to build better. Thanks for watching. I am Oscar and this is Building Freedom on Camera. See you in the next video.